selling this, what do you want to satisfy? Your customers. What? Say it. Don't be shy. Come on. So the first thing that you want to do, of course, you want to make your customer happy with this product. You want to, you want them to be satisfied. Second question, what kind of customers are we referring to? In this case, all of the people in the world can eat this, of course. Let's imagine for a moment that you are selling a vegetarian food. What kind of customers do you have? All of them in the world?
No, only vegetarians.
Vegetarians. Well, let's say all of them, because also who is not a vegetarian can eat vegetarian food. But, for example, if you want to sell meat, you're not referring to all the people in the world. Of course, vegetarian people, they're not interested in you, in your product. Third point, what is your goals? For example, what can be your goals selling this product? What do you want to do?
Profit, make money.
Money.
First.
Of course, you want that your product, everybody's business plan is a document used to represent the project. It is useful to clarify the context of the project. It helps us to understand if our idea can be realized by what means, time and cost. It has to be written in an easy and clear way, and it also has to be enriched with graphs and tables. So once you have an answer for the questions, you write literally down the business plan.
The business plan is composed by the following section. The executive summary. The executive summary is the most important part of a business plan because it introduces the document and allows you to get an idea of the project. What does it contain? It contains a simple description of the company and a simple description of the project, paying attention to goals, action, and expected outcomes.
For example, let's go back to this. Mantas, you want to sell this product, of course, okay? So what, go back, okay. So, it is supposed you are the only owner of the company, you want to be just you, or you have some associated with you, don't know, probably. So in your contract, you have to write down if you are alone, if you are working with someone else, who are they, what are they doing, and of course, you have to write down the description of the product a little bit and say, okay, I'm gonna sell this candy, it's made with this, and my goal is to sell this product to, I don't know, the entire Romania, for example. This is my goal. Could be different, of course.
Short and kind of companies, such as industrial, multinational, etc.
So, for example, I am producing this in Italy, okay? Do I want to sell it just in Italy? Or
No.
do I want to sell in Europe? Or do I want to sell it in the entire world? You have to write it down. What kind of company it's yours? What is your goal? You can also decide to say, okay, no, I don't want to sell it in the entire world, I just want to sell it in Italy. Fine, works with that. You can do it, just write it down everything.
And services offered by the company, their explanation, and plans for the future. This description is used to underline 3 points. Physical features with photos, for example, photos. Purpose and evolution. Evolution is useful to describe the past evolution and the future ones.
Okay, so once you describe what is your goal and the description of your company, of course, in the same paper, you're gonna take a picture of your products and say, okay, this is what I want to sell. The purpose, why? Why do you want to sell it? Because you decide that could be a good product to sell, so I just want to sell this. The evolution. So what are you gonna do in the future? Are you gonna sell this for your entire life? Do you want to improve in some way? Do you want to modify probably the product? Or do you want to add something new? Maybe, okay, you decide and you say, okay, this is the product that I want to sell. In the future, I want to add this. You can say, it's like get bigger your company. You start with something, you want to create a company that sells shoes and clothes. So in which sector can I put my company? The answer is easy. So you're gonna put your company in the world of the shoes and the clothes, okay? What are the main competitors of the market? For example, what are the main competitors in the world of the shoes and clothes?
Nike.
Nike, then? Does anybody of you know Jordan?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. There are competitors. Names. How can you create a product that is competitive against the Nike, Jordan, Adidas? How can you be a competitor in this world? Can you be? You have to do better than the Adidas, the Nike, the Jordan, and so on. So when you decide, you have your idea, you still have to check what's it around you. What are the others company that produce the same product of you? And then you have to invent something to be better, smarter, and sell more.
More
course.
comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable.
Durable.
Waterproof,
Yes, like
nice to see, nice.
From his needs. The entrepreneur has to show knowledge of the market by collecting information. The main questions are: which is the market size? Which is the customer type interested? Why the customer will buy the product? Okay, let's go back to the example. You're gonna sell shoes and clothes. How big you want your market to be? Do you want to sell the shoes and the clothes just to few people? Who are you interested to? Sorry? Everybody in the world can buy your shoes and your clothes. Which type of customers are you interested to? Let me do an example for you. You're selling shoes to run. Do you think that all the people in the world are interested in buying shoes for run? Of course, just the people that run. In this case, the Adidas case or Nike case, of course, the target of the people, let's say that it used to be sportive people, but now everyone buy Adidas shoes, Nike shoes, even people that are not sportive. Basically, what you do is you check all the companies around you. And for example, you want to know how much they sell, what are they selling, how many people are buying the product, okay? What is the price that they are selling the product? Because, for example, if you buy, I don't know, Nike shoes, how much do they cost now in average? How much do you pay on Nike shoes now? $100, €100, I'm sorry?
yes.
Let's say this. Okay, you have to be a competitor. This means that the product that you want to sell, you need to sell it at what price? More or less to be competitive? Less. But let's not forget about the quality. You still have to produce a product that has quality at less price. That's how you are competitive in the market. In order to do so, of course, you have to see what the others are doing. Okay? Yeah, basically one.
Marketing strategies. Product to present the
My phone, guys, most of you probably, but also the other companies, Samsung and so on. When they create a new product, what they do? They taste it, okay, they do it before selling, the tasting. What they compare, you mean? A copy. Why? I mean, what do you mean? Let me go here. Say again. You think?
Yeah.
You mean the Apple copy or the other phone? Okay, that's a good point, but let's talk about this later. But what they do, the first thing that they do, you can see that they present the product. When the Apple company, they do a YouTube presentation. Does anybody of you ever seen? Also the other companies. They present the new smartphone and they say, okay, this is the new smartphone. It has this option, this, and this is the price. You can see the video on YouTube because it's very popular. Prepare some company for some reason. Why all of you buy an iPhone instead of another company, instead of Samsung, Huawei, telephone? Why you decide to buy the Apple?
Quality, maybe.
Quality. Then
the camera is better.
the camera is better. Okay, so everything because it's popular most of the time, yeah. But my point is, do you ever think to buy a smartphone that is product, I don't know, it's made in China, that nobody knows the company?
No, of course.
Okay, you don't want to buy it. Perfect. That's because in the time, of course, the Apple company, it became more and more like a part of, like, I don't know, a sure company, like a safe company, because you know that there are expert people that are working over there. They are qualified, and you know for sure that the company is a good company. Okay, because it's a famous one, and you know that it's a good company. So that's why, besides the other reason, you go to buy to them. This is the same thing that you do. You decide to produce and to sell a specific product. Okay. Let's say, let's make an example. Okay, you want to produce olive oil, for example. But let's say that you live in the desert. Can you do it? Could be, but it's gonna be really hard, and also you're gonna spend a lot of money to import and export things. So one important thing is that you have to be, I'm not saying really close, but in the proximity to the material that you're using, of course. Otherwise you're gonna spend a lot of money. Then you have to be close to the market, your market. Let me, for example, you've been to the supermarket here in Italy. Okay. I don't know if you saw the prices of the product, I don't think so. But if you buy a bottle of olive oil here in Italy, you pay, let's say, 2 euros. The same bottle in the desert or in the States or in some other country, how much do you think you're gonna pay?
Double price.
Much more, of course. Kind of difficult point. Mantas, for example, in your company, you are the boss. I know that you're sleepy. Wake up. Last question. I won't bother you again. Do you want to pay ladies and males the same salary? Do you want everyone to get the same salary in your company? Of course. Do you want child work inside your company?
No. No.
No, you want child? Okay. That was an easy question. I know that all of you, they don't want child inside the factory, but unfortunately around the world there are plenty of child that are working to produce the iPhone that you are holding in your hand. And this is not really good. So I'm pretty sure that in the future, if you want to sell something, keep in mind that you are not supposed to make child work and you have to be an ethical company. That means that you have to respect everyone inside your company. Everyone is at the same level. Okay, there are no boys that are more good than girls inside the company. They are all on the same level. And this is important because it's, first of all, a human behavior. It has to take place within 30 days from the execution of the first operation. The notary will provide the deposit of it, and from this moment you can exercise your activity. Before this, if you sell something, is illegal. So basically, you're not really can sell it. You have to be legal, and all the documents has to be right. That's it.